Inside the Circle. Sean, we are back and ready to go. Season 7, episode 8.1, Inside the 360 on Twitter.
I don't know if we're ready to go, but we're back.
Oh, that's true. I'll give you that, Sean. I will give you that.
Before we jump ahead here, I like that you guys noticed the new shirt.
Yes, I have one. I plan to wear that later on. Didn't want to get it all pitted out, you know.
Thank you, West High. Felix gave these to us yesterday at the Newark Sectional. He did get a little hot and crazy, but he's still our guy, but thanks for the shirt.
Boom. Vote for him if you're in the Commonwealth Public School System. Sean, yesterday was all about sectional tournaments. Statewide sectional tournaments.
Was yesterday?
Yeah, that was yesterday, yep. Matter of fact,
I knew there was something I was missing when I was
just hanging around, biting your fingernails or whatever. Yeah. Friday and Saturday was the Division 2, but we're here to talk about sectionals. We had 5, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in Division 1. We had Whitehall, Watkins Memorial, Upper Arlington, Marysville, and Newark. We only had 1 for Division 2. It was a 2-day tournament out at Licking Valley.
Okay.
And then Division 3 had 2 sectionals with Cardington, Lincoln, and Madison Plains.
Oh, I got a question for you, and I put you on the spot and you crack like an egg here.
Yes, go ahead.
Do both those sectionals Division 3 feed to the same district?
This year they do, Heath.
Okay.
Yes, and we're bringing up Southeast teams.
I'm proud of you.
Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Sean, let's talk about those D3. D3, Madison Plains. Let's start at Madison Plains, Sean. Your winners, North Union with 186 points, closely behind Liberty Union, the Lions, with 182 points, followed by the staple in Division 3, West Jeff, with 154 points, Sean.
4 points, that's really close.
That's real
that
close.
Could come into that random buy thing, and I'm being serious. Like, that could just been like a random buy. This was an issue we talked about in a couple Division 1 sectionals last year. With the, hey, does the 1 seed get the buy, does not get the buy, so we're getting these random, and that could have been that situation where that kid got a match and got a pin.
Man, in Liberty Union, we've talked about, they're coming, they're rising.
We were talking about that last year as a Division 3 team to look out for in the future, and apparently...
and what a way to, put your finger on the area, say, hey, we're here, win a sectional title. But, hey, they're 4 points behind. North Union, congrats, they have some studs. They had 3 champs. Yep, they did. They had 120, 182, and 220 were your champs there. So they did a great job, North Union, great job. That's Madison Plains. Let's go north a little bit to Cardington.
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know what you consider a little bit or a lot. That's a lot.
Well, Cardington, Lincoln, your champ, Sean. Northmore walks away. Sectional champs. They were also our state rep for the state duels. So Northmore walks away with 206 points. They're champs. Followed closely again, tight race by Marion Pleasant. Great job. Sort of flew under the radar from my perspective. I don't remember them being as
really?
Yeah, well, man, Pleasant has they have some good kids, but I didn't see them finishing second in the sectional at Cardington this year. I don't know.
You not watch the show?
I must not watch the show.
Not watch the show.
It's not that I thought Mount Gilead, who finished third, would overtake them. I just didn't know how it was going to all shake out. Mount Gilead did finish third with 152.5 points. Sean, but before we complete, I was about to say, did Northmore have champs? Yes, they did. They had one at 132 pounds, and they also had the Becker brothers at 145 and 152. Those boys are dynamic. I'm jacked too, so.
I guess you're jacked.
No, they're jacked. I'm just me. I'm withering away to nothing here. Sean, that's Madison Plains and Cardington for Division 3. Let's go to the 2-day sectional at Licking Valley. A couple big matches happened there, and another big thing. I was checking the scores on Friday, and I kid you not, I thought it was over then. I was like, holy smokes, this team has a lot of points.
I thought that too. After the first round, I really thought it was over.
The team that wins it, River Valley. Congratulations, Caledonia River Valley.
You know how they won it?
They had more points than the second place team?
With depth.
Oh, with depth, yes.
Because they won it, what was the score there?
They had 169 points.
They won by over 30 points. They probably had multiple champions.
No, you would think that, but Hartley actually finished second with 132 points. Caledonia, River Valley only has 1 champ. 145 pounds.
We go through this all the time. They have 1 champ and win it by opening length. It's all about depth.
Yes, most certainly, and they do a great job of filling weight classes.
Who got second?
Bishop Hartley actually got second.
Okay.
Yes, so Hayden Daniels is champ for River Valley at 145 pounds. Sean, Bishop Hartley, did they have 1 champ?
No.
2 champs?
No.
3 champs?
Yes. Who were the 3 champs?
Who were the 3 champs? We had Kevin Petrella at 106, Paul Petrella at 152, and John Rathburn at 195.
Oh, congratulations, guys.
Well done, gentlemen. We love seeing you guys. You guys are awesome. Those 2 teams, hey, ready for this? This is the first time I remember seeing a tie. Tie for third. I'm sure it's happened before, I just don't remember. But Amanda Clear Creek and London tie for third out there. So
I bet you it happens once every other year.
It might.
With 8 sectionals and
that's true.
A lot, man.
That's true. Sean, one match I want to talk about at the Licking Valley Licking Valley Sectional. There were plenty of matches to talk about. We don't have all day to talk about this, but I do want to break it down, Sean. Addison Fogel, 126 pounds. Addison Fogel is taking on, he's a senior, accomplished, very good, very good. Taking on up-and-comer Terry from Granville.
Douglas Terry.
Yes, freshman.
A very good up-and-comer.
Very good. This match, I thought Addison would be able to dictate the pace and pull ahead by 6 or 7. I think the over-under was set at 6.5. And it ended up being 5-3 final. That's a little closer than I thought. Now,
who was giving 6.5?
Well,
where was my wallet at this time? No way that should have been 6.5.
Man, I'll tell you, they're two tough competitors. It would have been great to see that match. Only one sectional had a live feed, though. Okay. Yes, so let's talk about...
Good little plug there.
Let's talk about some Division I sectional tournaments. The new up-and-comer for Division I, Whitehall Yearling. Yeah. And we mentioned how they go north to the district. And we brought down 2 teams from up north. We brought down Ashland Crestview, very accomplished. And we also brought in Mansfield Comprehensive, very accomplished as well. And they actually walked away with first and second at the
More like ran away with it.
I should say ran away with it. Yes, Ashland Crestview runs away with 304 points. 304 points. You say to yourself, that's a lot of points. You know what you do that? You know how you do that? The strength of 11 champions.
I still say this. We talked about this off camera. I don't know how they scored
304
points with 11 champions, and it's not the record in Central Ohio. I talked about this like a couple years ago when Liberty put up that silly number of like 319 or 320.
I think that it was something like that. Yes.
And I'm like, no, I know they only had 8 or 9 champs, or they might have had 9 champs. I'm like, no, you don't understand. This is a crazy number. And I went back and looked, and it was like they had 36 or 37 pens or tags. That's insane.
That's
insane. Like an insane number.
That's how you get another 30 points. I'm talking random bias. I'm blaming random bias personally. Yeah, but Ashland Crestview comes down. They wreck shop Mansfield Comprehensive.
Do we have any local champs?
We did have some local champs at the Whitehall sectional. Hammerell, Thomas Worthington, 145 pounds.
Returning district placer.
Unbelievable. Does a great job. And then my boy at Whetstone, Tom Jones, grabs Sesse and says, you're going to win the sectional tournament. He does it at 160 pounds. Sesse, great job. I tell you what, man, he never stops moving, man. He's a constant mover, and that's what you got to love about a kid like that.
Okay.
And heavyweight, fantastic match, Coach.
Yeah.
Do you know the Whitehall Yearling's last name?
I can give you his first name.
Okay, that's okay. Ndongo has a great overtime match, sudden victory match at heavyweight over Jones from Franklin Heights. And I think
you gotta watch those Franklin Heights dudes, man. Them dudes are some tough dudes. If you ever meet a Franklin Heights guy, watch out.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to stand too close to him. Great match. Hey, one of the things is, you know, you got that kid that's just tough as nails. And for Coach P at Whitehall, they've had a large crop over the years. And Ndongo seems to be setting the pace now for this team. And every year so it's great to see him get a sectional championship.
You know, another takeaway from that is Canal Winchester was the highest finishing Central Ohio team and really looked great doing it. And we talked about like his plan all along was to go to the sectional, get some experience up in Perrysburg District, have them ready to go for next year. And that plan apparently at this point seems to be on track for what he envisions going forward. The Roush boys are doing an incredible job up there. Keep it up, guys.
Well done indeed. Do we know how many sectional district qualifiers they had? Did they have 8, 7?
I didn't get that.
Blank. I remember seeing it on Twitter, that's all. Sean, that's Whitehall Yearling. Let's talk Watkins Memorial. My son was there, but he wasn't reporting for ITC, unfortunately. But we know what happened. Olentangy, if you watch the show, Olentangy runs away with it. 259.5 points. What, 13? 13 district qualifiers.
13 district qualifiers.
The most in the Central District.
The most in the
Not to give away the rest of the sectionals, but Olentangy is able to best Hilliard Bradley, who came in at 171 points, followed by New Albany, a team we haven't mentioned all that much this year.
Yeah, but we can see the results there, and I don't know who I talked to about them. Like, hey, they're really up and coming. They're really starting to get it going over there. The community's coming together. It's a great showing for them, and also good to see that community start to pick it up in wrestling.
Love it. Now, Olentangy was your champ. They didn't have 11 champs. They had 5, though. They had Sherman at 113 pounds, Veronelli moving up to at 126. We had Gore at 145, and then Flanagan at 152, and then Hill at 170. Does a great job.
Yeah.
Able to.
Any other schools have multiple champions off the top of your head there?
Oh, I know one. Hilliard Darby.
Oh,
they had your usual suspects with Cover and Ball.
I think those two guys are unusual suspects, not usual.
Hey, it's great to see Ball back on the mat, too, by the way. Great to see
For all of the 50 seconds he was probably on there?
Yeah, it could have been. Sean, I got a question for you.
I know.
We asked about multiple champs. What about the home team?
Ooh, the home team. I think they had a champ. I'm going 160 Cole 4.
Yes, most certainly. Grandpa 4. Always good to see you. He got mad at me one day. But
oh, it's not just me?
no, it wasn't just you.
You got that effect on
That's
other people
right.
too?
Yes, most certainly. Great job, Cole 4, bringing home a championship, not only for Watkins Memorial, but also for Mason. So we remember that. 4, Watkins Memorial. Let's go over to Upper Arlington, Sean. I sent you a text on maybe Saturday morning, maybe Friday night. I think this is the most balanced after the pre-seeds came out.
I agree.
Like looking at it, it was pretty nice. But Dublin Kaufman, I swear there was at one point that Dublin Kaufman was in third. I'm telling you, I looked out, scrolling today, and they ended up
winning. After the fourth match of the day, they might have been in third.
They may have been. Well, that random bye, that gets you. There you go. Dublin Kaufman walks away your champ with 212 points. Upper Arlington, who we mentioned, they flirted around the top 10.
Good dual-meet team. Yeah.
Heck yeah. They had 205 points. They had a couple of late season adjustments that I think helped them. And then Taze Valley comes in with 178.5 points. Those are your 3. Now, Dublin Kaufman walks away with 4 champs. Bowman at 106. Was it Murray? Did we win there?
Yeah.
Yes. No, Gonzalez did. Sorry, Gonzalez did. Gonzalez did at 138. Yost at 144, as my sidekicks likes to say, Youst. And then Wallach at 182.
You got Gonzo at 38?
I did. Gonzo's at 38.
Gotcha.
Yep, he's there. Home team. Did they have a champ?
Did they have a champ? I'm going to call they had multiple champs.
My man.
Which is more than one.
That's right, and I sort of messed up with Heron at 113 because he did win it. He was able to best Murray. And then they had Bowers, 120, the guy we were told about last year. Like, watch out for this kid, man. Stud. And
coming down from 26.
Yes.
First time he wrestled 20.
One of those late shifts. Yeah. And then the Candyman, Trifellis.
Candyman Trifellis, another late move down at 52. I actually love him at 52. I think that's a great weight class for him. I'm excited to see how he wrestles at Derby. He's at 60 all year. I think this is really a good weight class for him.
I'd love to see all the whole bracket laid out and then someone talk about each match. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Do you know
I'm gonna write that down. That's an idea I'm gonna hatch real quick.
Okay.
Just wet the whistle a little bit. Let's go to Marysville, Sean. I was there. The Cougars were there, but I'm not going to mention Westland. I'm not going to mention how we had 3 district qualifiers with the 4th alternate. I'm not going to mention that. Sean, we're going to talk Marysville with 279 points. They were able to up in Hilliard-Davidson, who I would like to talk about a little later.
We talked about them.
I'm telling you.
That win at Hamilton Township.
Yes.
They were at the Rayman, kind of coming together as a team, finding spots to fill around those 3 superstars they have.
209.5 points they had, followed by Dublin Scioto, another team that we've talked about all season long, 172.5 points. Did a great job. Marysville walks away with not 1, not 2, 7 total champs, Sean.
How many district qualifiers did Marysville get out?
Can't be 13 because Olentangy had that. I'm going to go with either 11 or 12.
12, you were there,
12.
You don't know?
Well, I was
kind
of busy doing it. I'll tell you where I was. I know exactly where I was. I'm going to tell you about hospitality.
I just threw that right up there.
Yes, you did. Hey, I'll get there in a minute, but I do want to mention Jones at 113 was able to up in Cruz in a great match. Hurd in a fantastic match that I will come back to at 145 pounds. Marsh at 152. Another great match. DeWitt wins at 170. Logan Painter at 195. Schmiegel at 220. And then finally Connolly at 285. That was 7, I think. Was it 7?
You had
I was all over the place.
That might be the most champions of any team in Central Ohio.
Might be. Go back real quick. 145 pounds, dude. Madness. Dude, Demetrius with 3 seconds left hits a duck under and Hurd automatically goes to a Granby. They land, it was very close to out of bounds. Either way, and I'm sure Marysville says no, it wasn't in, and Hilliard-David swears it was in. It's going crazy. Sean, you've not heard this story yet. This is a great story. He does the duck under, he Granbys, he ends up, and they fall out of bounds. They give 2. At the buzzer. The question now becomes...
I know what the question is.
What's the question?
Did you see 0 then tap? Or when it was at 1, did you tap when it hit 0?
Now, that is a true question that would have occurred.
No kid knows if it was 0 and I tapped. No kid knows.
But who's tapping? Is it Hilliard-Davidson kids?
No!
It's Marysville. You know what he said? Oh, time was way out. Dude, that wasn't even close. He didn't really say it like that. But they said, hey, screw it. We're going back. We're overtime.
So they gave the 2 then?
They gave the 2. Okay. They brought them back to the center. It was a big debacle. But my whole point is overtime.
No. The kids, I can't see a debacle in that scenario.
Hey, the kids, they kept their composure. They were ready. Hey, if we're going to wrestle, we're going to go. If not, no problem. We'll move it on to next week. They ended up wrestling. Hurd ends up with the 2 takedowns.
And Sudden Victory to go to something else?
Nope, Sudden Victory. He got the 2 takedown in about maybe 20 seconds. Okay. Another one, Marsh. That was a great match. He wrestled a very close match against a kid we don't see from the Central District and Lyman Senior.
Russell? Yeah.
Yes. Way too much time on the Marysville, but I want to spend one last bit. One of the herd boys shot a deer, trophy, beautiful deer. Got it, cooked the meat, fed, 50 coaches? 35 coaches?
Really?
Oh, dude, I went back for seconds, gone. 2 crock pots filled with meatballs made from venison and sausage. And venison. I'm telling you, dude, it was delicious.
You couldn't get a plate like
hey, I wouldn't have been able to walk out of there with that stuff. Wow. No way. That's way too much time on Marysville Sectional. But
I brought this guy back a shirt from Newark, and he can't bring me back anything?
Dude, I'm drooling right now. I'm telling you, it was delicious, man.
Wow.
I can't explain it enough.
Yeah, just keep telling me how great it was over there.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll make it up to you.
Are you going to invite this guy to the party and tell me about inviting him to the party?
I'm gonna invite you to Hilliard Derby, and we'll see if they can't trump the Marysville.
Hey,
Sean,
what are you doing on Saturday? I'm having a party. Can you make it? Good, I need my grass cut.
Stop. Tell me about, I'm at Marysville Sectional, you're at the Newark Sectional.
Newark Sectional.
Sean, tell me about the Newark Sectional.
I love the Newark Sectional.
Oh.
I feel guilty every year I go there and don't pay to get in. It's so phenomenal. And talk about hospitality rooms. Miss Martinez, Miss Thornsberry. Oh my God. We talk about those Jolly Pirate donuts that have all the trans fat in there.
I love those. Whoa.
They have Chipotle, pizza. Yeah, Bob Evans, gravy and biscuits. I mean, they have it all. There are such great people out there.
They're the bomb.
It was a crazy section when I look at the team race. It was like a college basketball. I mean, like Liberty made this huge run in the championship semis and kind of took control of it, and they kind of flattened out the contest semis. Westport North started to pick it up, and Lancaster got absolutely red hot on fire. I think Lancaster probably won every match in the contest by pin. They just absolutely caught fire. Huge. So it's kind of weird the way it played out there. But Lancaster was your champ there. Westport North got second, and Liberty got third.
One quick point, and you just mentioned how they got hot with the pins.
Yeah.
Lancaster wins with 223 points, followed by Western North with 214 and a half.
That's
there, 8.5 points. Do you think about that?
And Liberty's a point behind there.
Yes, sir. That's what I was going. Liberty had 213 and a half. They had 3 pins that puts them over the edge. 4 pins that puts them. There it is, right there. Huge.
But Lancaster did have 4 champions there, Mark. Who were the 4 champions?
I'll tell you who they were. Logan Egan, obviously. Not only does he beat the scale, he also beats his opponent. How about Jacob Reed? Coming in at 13. I think he's a little undersized there, but man, he does well. He knows how to wrestle. Next up, Ronnie Norwood at 126.
Crazy match there with Roselli. I think all eyes were on that one.
Most certainly. I was watching thanks to the live feed. And then lastly, Bowman avenges a loss at 220 pounds at the Olentangy Liberty tournament against Shaw from West.
I was going to ask you where he lost to him at.
Yeah, I'm on that, baby. I'm on that. So
before we leave Newark, what is the question there?
Did the home team have a champ? They had 2.
Who were the 2 champs?
I know Thornsberry was one of them, and the other one is Bartos at 145. They got back-to-back 145 and 152. And Bartos, follow us on Twitter. Great to see you, bud. Stick around for the whiteboard predictions. Yep, he just asked us about what's the Prove Us Wrong campaign. Young man, the Prove Us Wrong campaign is a little thing we like to do here. We love it when people prove us wrong. It all goes back to a young man from Logan who I said that he wasn't going to win, and he won, and he became a state qualifier and told me to stick my projections where the sun don't shine. And I said, young man, I can do that. Sean, Cardington, Madison Plains, Licking Valley, Whitehall, Upper Arlington, Marysville, Newark, Watkins Memorial. We covered them all.
We think we covered them all.
We did cover all the sectionals. We got anything else we want to cover? Come on, break it down.
Things here. We got Wrestler of the Year award to pass out for this episode.
Yes, we do. Anything else? I want to get to that, but I want you to tell me what else we got.
The contest? What am I?
Yeah, no, that's it. Those are the only 2 things.
Okay.
We'll talk about the contest.
You had a big wind-up.
Yeah, I did.
There's something I was really
Well, 2 things. Number 1, the contest. I'm going to mention this first. The contest, we'll have the email address put out on Twitter. We'll give you the format. We'll also put it on Yappy, the forum. We'll give you the email address there and the format we want you to use. This way it makes it easy just to cross-reference and pick. You pick your top 5 in the order that you think they'll finish on all 14 weights. We'll pick ours. Then we'll compare them, and we'll beat you. Right?
Yes.
Cool.
If you beat us and you're the overall champion with the most points, you get an ITC t-shirt or a sweatshirt, whatever you want.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot the coasters. Dang it.
You really did want those
in the lampshade, yeah.
The lampshade.
But the last thing is the Rest of the Year award. Last year, around shortly after Christmas time, the New Year, we lost a member of the wrestling community in John Brown, an amazing individual, left behind a wife and some daughters, and just a great man, the kind of guy that opposing coaches enjoyed their time with. Like a lot of times, there's a little animosity there. Not with John Brown. He was a fantastic individual, and shortly after his passing, Sean actually came up with the idea, without even me knowing, talked about it on the show, said, hey, I want to do something for John Brown, make it a John Brown Wrestler of the Year award. We're going to do that. Not only did we do that last year with Ben Fry. We're going to do it again this year. And this year's 2018 John Brown Wrestler of the Year Award winner, presented by Inside the Circle, goes to none other. You want me to say it?
You can say it.
Goes,
on a roll right now.
I am on a roll. Goes to none other than Carson Karchalava. I am, baby. Carson Karchalava, Olentangy Liberty High School, and it just so happens that his teammate is actually the one who designed, cut, and stained this, and put the insignia or the logo in there with the burn mark. So this is Carson Karchalava's. We'll get this to you. And Carson, great job. Keep up the great work, and we look forward to seeing the results in the future. I love the smell of this. It's delicious. Sean, that's our Rest of the Year award. That's our contest. Those are our sectionals. Sectional wrapped up. Stick around. We've got the whiteboard predictions coming up. And now you are inside the circle.